What's going on, people? It is Irish Gunner HD here. You can call me Irish. Just before we get started, just two things out of the way really quickly. Apologies if my voice sounds kind of funny. I think I have a sore throat coming on. And secondly, if I'm being kind of quiet, it's like 4 AM and my sister's asleep next door. So, sorry about that. Yeah, you're going to be watching some Formula 1 2012 demo gameplay, I believe. And it's a fairly exciting race. The middle section's a bit boring. It's like just me leading for a bit. But then I make a couple of mistakes and it gets kind of intense at certain stages. So, thought it'd be a nice change for the channel. Some random different gameplay. But yeah, so what I want to talk about, as you can probably tell by the title and the thumbnail, is Notch. Notch left Minecraft. Or Mojang, at least. He left Minecraft a long time ago. But yeah, so Notch, if you don't know, is the kind of person who came up with the idea, started the initial code, did all the original groundwork for Minecraft, the obviously best-selling PC game of all time. So yeah, so he that was all he started it in 2010, I believe, if I remember correctly, and I got in early on. I got into Minecraft in the very early alpha 1.3 or beta 1.2 or something like that, but really early on the stage, and it was right in the bang of my peak of probably enjoying gaming and when gaming would start to take off and stuff like that. But yeah, so then it blew up into this huge thing. YouTube, it's Minecraft is one of the big reasons that YouTube kind of gaming commentaries took off, and vice versa. Gaming commentaries got huge, Minecraft got bigger and stuff like that. And obviously along with Call of Duty and the kind of other things that were happening at the time. But yeah, so Minecraft got huge, and then it was kind of weird to see this mysterious Notch character who all we knew about him was he wore this hat, and that he was Swedish. And then kind of more and more things came out, and there was interviews, and there was kind of almost documentaries at some stage. And I think they have got an official Mojang documentary, and you got to see more about him. And he became this but then when you combine it with the way he is on Twitter and his stance on things on Twitter, it's supporting free independent gamers and independent game developers and independent kind of just. I don't know how to explain it, but he just came off as this really awesome, nice guy that was doing everything good, everything positive. He was enjoying life. He was happy to just continue working on Minecraft. And then it seems like the pressure got to him a little bit. And basically he kind of withdrew from Minecraft, full time, relatively recently as he calls it in his blog post on notch.net, which I'll leave a link to in the description. But yeah, you just, I can't remember what happened, but I think there's just kind of pressure of having to, as he says, he's a nerdy gaming, or he's a nerdy game programmer, computer programmer, and he just was not expecting this huge thing to blow up. He's not, as he says again in this blog post, he's not an entrepreneur, he's not a CEO, he wasn't aiming for the big time. He just made this dumb idea that for some reason people took to and just gravitated to, and it exploded. So yeah, he basically just couldn't handle it, that's the way it seems like. It seems like he couldn't handle that kind of big success and pressure to keep improving, and everything you do in the future has to be as good as Minecraft and stuff like that. So what he did was he gave lead production and kind of coding and programming to Jens Bergenstein and somebody else, I can't remember the other guy, and he basically backed off. And while he was still a part of Mojang, he's still the CEO, and he still is obviously credited as the creator of Minecraft, obviously. I have a habit of saying obviously for twice for some reason, sorry. But yeah, so he's still the leader of Mojang, but he's backing off from Minecraft. And they're at the same time, I think it was around the time that they were releasing Scrolls. Then he started to work on 0 times 10 to the C, or OX10C, depending on how you pronounce it. And this was looking like a cool game as well. This was starting to look like a really interesting space kind of game. And it's he's talking about it on Twitter, and all these kind of cool features that are in his head are popping up. And then it seems just the pressure of having to make a good game out of that, because he had almost inadvertently created another Minecraft. He had been working on this dumb space concept. It actually turned out to be really cool looking. He was sharing bit by bit on Twitter, and it began to become really cool looking. And then once he kind of realized that people were looking forward to it now, and were kind of anticipating it, and were asking him questions hey, when's this going to be done? How far along into it? He kind of got freaked out again, and kind of completely stopped working on 0 times 10 to the C, OX10C, however you pronounce it. But yes, and then that was the kind of the start of the downfall then, because all of a sudden, to me personally, he stopped being happy go lucky jolly notch that created Minecraft and loved that and wanted to be everybody's best friend, to being like kind of almost having an anti reaction, if that makes sense. Like he was all like, now he's kind of been like, yeah, well, I don't really want to make games now. I'm not that good. Like, this is when he started to make it like very clear that he's not that guy. Like, so then he pulled out of that, and then other than like Ludum Dare, which is like I think it's like a 48-hour or like a week-long game development thing, that happens like once a year, I think. Other than that, and like just random little things, like I think most recently it was like horse ball or ball horse or mountain horse or something like that, some stupid like Unity game or whatever. Yeah, he hasn't really done much else. He kind of he dicks around and he teases like something kind of Doom renderer or whatever, but like it's not really, he's not really getting around to doing anything serious. And yeah, and then all of a sudden then there was like the thing that most people would have heard about a couple of weeks ago, where Minecraft changed their kind of EU LA settings, and they started like forcing server owners and server admins and stuff like that to not be able to charge for in-game ranks, which is all fair enough. But it kind of went against what Mojang were. They weren't in it for the money. They weren't in it for the kind of like money wasn't like it was a completely sandbox game. Do whatever you want with it. But then like under their official reasoning was excuse me, I believe the official reason was they didn't want server owners selling the ability to be like better in gameplay, or like selling a better gaming experience. Sorry. But that then just basically, in my head at least, just completely put the nail in the coffin of, as far as just like Notch and Minecraft and Mojang being this big beacon example, shining light in gaming, to now it's like they have been purchased by Microsoft for $2 billion. Mojang is basically no more. It is going to still be a thing, but Notch, Carl and Jakob, the three like main guys, other than like Jens and decoders and stuff like that, are leaving. So I'm sad, I think is the way I want to end this video. It's kind of the end of an era. It's pretty like it's pretty big bummer. It's great for the guys at Mojang, obviously, to come away with 2 billion, 2.5 billion, whatever it was. But yeah, it's kind of just for anyone that kind of grew up in that time and experienced that kind of same thing that I did, and I told you the entire story there. It was pretty strange and cool to watch happening. Yeah, it's pretty sad news. But again, sorry, I realised my voice must have sounded horribly boring and quiet and monotonous and sick sounding probably. But again, I wanted to talk about this. It is on the tip of my tongue, and I have talked for way too long over the gameplay, so I'm gonna cut it there. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching. Yeah, messed that up. And goodbye.